everyone. Today Thursday, April 28, around 10 p.m. guys, New York time, guys. We're gonna go with the usually with the daily video update. I'm gonna start with the US dollar index. The US dollar index passed over the level that we were waiting at 73.40, even at the 73.22 level, and now the next significant level it comes around 72.50. So due to the fact that we're expecting US dollar index, we believe that the risk trade is in set to go, and that the risk trade is gonna be selling the US dollar onto the S&P, create the top, and then the US dollar is gonna be bought in some type of risk aversion. So let me show you the daily S&P. The daily S&P, as you guys see right here, it looks like 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 3 4, and we're getting close to levels that we've been waiting for a long time, which is either the 1369 level or even the 1400 level. Now this structure right here, as you guys see, this is on the daily, is showing that the biggest correction is on the middle. So this can be taking a form of ending diagonal when we ending wave 3 right now. Let me show you the S&P right there on the 4 hours, so you guys see, because something like this, guys, right? It's 1 2 3 4 and a 5. We're getting pretty close, and don't get surprised tomorrow if you guys see the risk trade to be sold. Now this is the case for the ending diagonal. Why? Even though that right here we can count as a 1 2 3 4 and this is a 5, the thing is that the RSI is not showing divergency, so that's why I'm going with the ending diagonal, because of the RSI. So we're getting pretty close, guys, and I believe that as far as the S&P stay bullish, the US dollar is gonna be sold. The US dollar, what I see right now is that only is gonna get strong when the S&P or risk in general is sold. In other words, when people buy the US dollar as a safe haven. So that's the case. We still believe that we have at least probably another 20 to 30 picks to the outside in the S&P before we can see a top. We've been calling for the area of 1360, 1370 for a while right now, and we are in the area right now, guys, but it looks like we still got more risk to come in the US dollar index and more S&P trend. I don't think that this is the top yet. Alright, guys, now let's move on to the individual pairs. Let's start with the euro. The euro looks like we have two counts here, guys. Technically speaking, we have two counts. One count is less bullish, the other count is more bullish. Let's start with a more bullish count. We agreed that 141.50, it was the end of wave 4, and from here start wave 5. That's been the case. We can call this as a wave 1, wave 2, and then we are in some type of wave 3. 1 2 3 4 5, 3 4 and a 5. This is the most bullish count. This count can take the euro to around 151 area, guys, easily, even 152, believe it or not. It can go as high. Now the second count is less bullish, which is 1 2 3 4, and then we are in wave 5 when we have 1 2 3 4, and the next high around 150 can be the top. Now how we decided which one to go, I believe that is the first one, only because of the reason that from here we got 1 2, and then right here we got another ABC, unless this taking a form of the ending diagonal, something like this, and now we have 1 2, and then right here, but this looks like a 5 waves. So if the ending diagonal gonna take the form of 535, should end here, trade lower, but still I believe because of the RSI is 1 2 3 taking place now, and then it can be the end of right here with the divergency, because if you could see right here in this lead we got divergency, so we need to get divergency and another high later on today we need to see another high in the euro dollar with divergence to complete a three-way. According to my RSI reading, the count that we are that there is in place is this one, the most bullish one we have. 1, 2, and then ending 3 now, 4 and 5, guys. That's for the euro dollar. Now let's continue. Now the euro Swiss. The euro Swiss looks pretty good. At least remember, we need to get a print around about 129.74 to conclude these 5 ways. It looks like that's gonna happen later on today, and we have the limit set. We don't want to be greedy because we see a huge divergence already in an hour. Look, we see divergence in an hour, and we know that a drop is gonna take place. We don't want to be greedy. We're gonna go and get the minimum target, which is around 129.85, and we're gonna close the position with about 200 and something piece of profit, which is not good enough. Now let's keep going. We go to the pound. The pound also is telling me like more to the outside, even though I can tell you guys this correction is too big in price. If we look right here, look, almost to the 50%. It can be a wave 4 yet. I mean, it has an overlap, and we're counting as a 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 3 4 5. That's for the pound. So you guys see that every pair is calling for more risk to come, or more US dollar selling. Now let's keep going. Let's get a little bit into the yen pairs. The yen pairs, we believe that the yen is gonna get strong pretty soon, and that the yen is gonna be bought. In which way? It's right here. This is the pound against the yen. Look, guys, A, B, C overlapping already right here. We believe that there is 5 ways here, and this pair should move back right here in 3 ways before a set off tomorrow. That's the pound yen. The CAD yen showing similar structure, even it is a little bit more development, and the CAD yen looks like it's gonna be reaching someplace around 85, something like that, before a bounce to the outside. Let's keep going. Okay, this is a nice structure here, guys, that we're waiting for also. This is the pound against the Swedish franc. Look, it looks like 1 2 3 4, and looks like it's gonna trade higher. It's testing right here. Look, it's testing right here. The 3802 area looks like it's doing like a type of triangle when you got A, B. It did like a type A, B, C, D, E, and this pair should be bought right here to get to around, I would say, 146.50 before a drop in 3-way and another leg higher, because this pair is in a 4-hour, is in a triangle. Let me show you guys that. Look, this is this pair in an hour, a nice structured triangle when it goes ABC1, ABC2, ABC3, ABC4, and now it should go A, B, C to around 148 before another drop. That's the pound against the Swedish. Let's keep going. This is the Swedish franc right here. Swedish franc looks like it is 1, 2, A, B, C, 3, 4, and we are in some type of wave B that is gonna, that wave B is gonna, I believe it needs to reach around, it reached the 50, it needs to reach around 87, 78 before another drop. For tonight, it's very possible, guys, to the early stage of London, that we can get some type of dollar strength. And the reason why is because looking at the index, the move from the highest price right here, I don't know, it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it looks now like we are in wave B. So it's possible that the index tonight is gonna do something like this, and from here it's gonna start selling in the next leg. That's very possible for the index tonight, guys. Now if we go on the dollar and against the euro, it is possible that the index also, that the US dollar drop a little bit to around 147.84 before, or even lower, and then we're gonna know. But this level right here, when he bounced, is the 3802, look guys, of the previous tree, and that looks to me like, I mean, it's gonna respect the 47.68 before it goes higher again. So guys, for tonight in general, what we see is the yen is gonna start to gain strong. We see the Aussie yen, that, let me show you the Aussie yen real fast right here. The Aussie yen looks like, okay, Aussie yen looks like, this is in an hour, it looks 1 2 3 4 5 8 ABC3, and the Aussie yen is possible that either finish right here, we still believe that it's going to trade higher to around 89 81 before dropping, but this structure looks like we mentioned today on the seminar. This higher right here, it gives you a higher read. This pair can be sold as it is right now against 90, and you guys should be able to win that trade. Okay guys, so for tonight, like I say, possible yen yen win next, but a little bit of yen win next, then the yen is gonna get strong against with the dollar. The dollar can get a little strong at the beginning of the session on London, but I believe that between London and New York, they're gonna sort the dollar again. Thank you guys, and have a good night everyone.